Hello and welcome, everyone. I am still working on the Divine Feminine series, the dark and the light feminine coming together. If you have been following that series, we are interesting. Here is, I just looked, Sophia's on the bottom of the deck, and she was the goddess that started this series. And it's interesting because Morgan started it with her, and yesterday, Morgan stepped in again on my last reading. So let's see. I've been getting 2 or 3 at a time for the feminine. When I was pre-shuffling, they all wanted to come out of the deck, and then when I come on here now, they're probably like, okay, Dean, well, we came out before, and then now, and you told us you weren't ready. Okay, let's do a quick clearing and intent setting here to bring forward the goddesses that wish to speak to this collective today regarding what it is that they were holding on to that is keeping them from coming together in all aspects of their femininity. Who wishes to speak, please? Thank you. And again, there's 2, which seems to have been the case. On the bottom of the deck, I have Ellen and its patterns. So this could be some sort of pattern that you have been stuck in, a spiral of some sort that you're having a hard time moving through or out of. Okay? Some kind of pattern. Repeating, something repeating over and over again. Okay, Hera. Look at the peacock feathers here. I'm seeing the peacock feathers. All eyes are on you. You're being watched, perhaps. And here's serpent energy here as well, coming up behind. It's also a 2. And it says alliance. Lakshmi. Okay, so you may be coming into some sort of a relationship that's going to be really prosperous for both of you. Some kind of prosperity. Okay? Someone is going to help you with breaking away from old patterns that you have held on to with the belief system that you don't have enough or that you're not enough or that you never will be enough, that you're just trapped within this. That is the energy that I feel like I am receiving for this. What is it that oh my goodness. Okay, there's 2 of them here, you guys. So let's see what they want to do. I'm just going to look at this because it got knocked. Radical acceptance. Okay. Yeah. So this is really about realizing the patterns that you're in as well so that you can move through them. Okay? Accepting that things can change along with your mind. So let's see what we have here. Space. This can have something to do with the people that you have surrounded yourself with or that are attracted to you. And a lot of people are attracted to those that have a beautiful light, and it drains that person with the light. And quite often they have a lot of experiences that are not very pleasant because of it, because they are taking on everyone else's energy, because you have an energy vampire that's around you that's pulling your energy. What else do we have here? Inspiration. Yeah, you're definitely, I feel like, going to meet somebody that's going to help you to be able to teach you, how to hold on to your own energies, because it feels like there is some kind of a pattern that's been happening. Okay, where you meet somebody and it feels like they're friendship, and then they begin just taking, and you just give. Well, and then the friendship breaks off. But what you have to realize is that, and it's interesting because the card that was turned over here is resources. What you have to realize within that is that you are part of that cycle, because you are consistently and constantly giving. Okay. And when you learn how to receive, that is when this is going to come in. Okay. Lakshmi is the goddess of good fortune, prosperity. She is prosperity. I remember her coming in a few years ago to me and raining down golden coins upon me when I went into the Akashics. I had that happen in the Akashics. I feel like you have to kind of change your circle of friends, or change that you're always the one that's giving. But it feels like you're aligning with someone that's going to help you bring this in. It's going to reflect to you maybe your truth of who you are, rather than feeling like you're an outcast. It feels like an outcast energy here. The dogs are barking again, which quite often can be karmic cycles that are being released. But it feels like an outcast energy, and as soon as I said that, the card came out. So let's see what we have. Enlightenment, moving forward. Yeah, you guys, this is going to come in, but in releasing this, for sure. Okay? Finding someone that inspires you, someone that sees you for the truth of who you are, rather than just for somebody that they can take. This is reminding me of the Hermit card as well. Really going within and finding yourself. This may also be a guide for some of you that is coming in as well, I feel. Could be a guide. Okay? Interesting. As I turn this over, they told me to turn it over and look. Wisdom, asking questions. So you may, look into asking questions when you go into a meditation. And you may find that you have a guide that steps forward. It might even be Lakshmi that, steps forward within her energy to be able to help you, to open up to your truth. I feel like these gateway cards want to come in. I haven't been using them. This is not what I've been using at all. I've been using a Shaman deck with it. But it feels like a gateway wants to come in. So there's some kind of an opening somehow that's happening. There's some kind of an opening. Is this... I don't know where we are. Savoring pleasure. Yeah. I fully embrace bliss in my life. Yeah, this is it right here. It's because you don't feel that you deserve that. So people just take. You don't feel worthy of receiving. And it's because you've had all of these negative influences around you that are draining. And at the same time, it's because you believe that you are not worthy. But that is creating it. It's a paradox always, right? What we create, we must come into a state of true belief of ourselves. And this card kept poking out, and it is sharing of yourself. I am an incredibly generous being. You are too generous. In actual fact, is what they are bringing to me, that you give, and it is now time for you to receive. Okay? And when you get in this relationship with this other person, whoever this is, they are going to recognize your generosity, and they are going to reciprocate, but you are going to receive back from them. Okay? It will be like more of a true reflection of yourself when you see your own truth, when you come into this enlightenment, when you see yourself of who you truly are, that you really are deserving of those things. Listening to your heart, with your heart. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. Yeah. And look, this can possibly be a guide here with this showing here like this. Interesting. Spirit is so much on point, and my throat is starting to go. So you've been having trouble as well, with speaking your truth, being able to say, finding your worthiness. And again, here comes the noise as I'm talking about this. Excuse me. My throat. Throat chakra seems to be a really big one through this Divine Feminine series that I'm doing. I've had it close up on me a couple of times, and that's significant to me that chakra needs a lot of work on. Being able to speak our truth, speak up for ourselves, for who we really are, believe in ourselves, right? Express ourselves in our truth, in our honesty. It's not about hurting anybody else. It's about being able to express yourself. And again, this feels awkward. So this is something for you that you may feel very uncomfortable in sharing your truth. Okay. You may feel uncomfortable. Okay. The gift. Present, honoring, and offering. Yeah, you're going to have something that comes in, like I said, with Lakshmi here, with fortune. There's going to be something that comes forward with you that's going to honor you. You're going to realize, and I believe with present being in here as well, with this enlightenment and the light, when you go within, you're going to discover something by asking those questions. That true wisdom. What else do we have here? The dolphin collar. Okay, that's interesting because when I was shuffling pre-recording, I had the dolphin come across as well. And the dolphin is about using our voice, and that just came back to me, and my throat was closing up as well. The dolphin as well is about singing. It's about playfulness, fun, pure, joyful friendships, loving help. Yeah, just what I said. It feels like you're getting a friendship that is coming in for you guys, okay? Something is coming. I feel like I need to put this, sharing of yourself and Lakshmi. I feel like we need to put that within the friendship here. Finally listening to your heart, sharing yourself, feeling safe to share yourself within that friendship. Yeah, this feels more like an awakening, moving into that awakening enlightenment. It's interesting because I've been doing these readings for several days. So there may be coming a point now where you're beginning to really realize who you are rather than, being like, oh, well, I don't deserve that, or the lack or anything that is sitting in there. Okay. Here's the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is sneaky. It's sneaky energy. Okay. It can be lies. It can be anything like that. But people stealing things from you, which is that vampire energy that, like I said, they're taking your energy. What's this one? Three of Wands. Yeah, you're looking into new adventures here. You're moving away from this. Right. And you already know, like, you've come to a point where you're really tired of it. And you know there has to be a change. So you're looking for that new adventures. Feel like stepping more into your inner child again. Moving into that dolphin, which is the playfulness as well. They're being cagey today. They're only bringing a few at a time here. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. And it came out like this in reverse, you guys. And the Ten of Pentacles is happy home, happy family, happy life, all of this. So I think that you're having to move away from something. Like there may even be somebody within your family that, you know, is that vampire, and it is creating this lack within you. And I feel like it's a lack of confidence. You know, every time you feel like you're moving up, they pull you back down again to their level because they can't handle your vibration. I was told this a long time ago. I'm going to tell you this story. I never could understand why, when I was feeling so good and I would go to visit people, and particularly my dad would say really mean and nasty things to me that would really make me sad and make me, you know, cry and really hurt. And after he passed, what I was told is that I was at a higher frequency that made him uncomfortable, that it reflected um, his shadow to him, that he saw things within himself that he did not like when I was around because of the vibration that I gave off. And some people aren't comfortable in a loving energy or in a love filled energy. So, like they say, misery loves company. And so they will bring you down into that energy. And it kind of feels like that's what is happening here with you. That whoever this is that is around you, it may not even be that they don't love you. It just means that they are uncomfortable within your energy. And when they are uncomfortable within your energy, they get into that state of lack and they lash out at who's there, you. And they bring that back down so that they feel comfortable. Okay? This can even be narcissistic behavior. Okay? And I've got the Five of Swords here, which is arguments. Okay? Arguments. You have to take note just a couple at a time. Yeah, and here's the Nine of Cups. Self-love. You have to find self-love in order to change this. You have to love yourself. It's not about anybody else loving you. It's about you loving you. Nobody else can make you happy. Only you can. And even allowing people to treat you like that, like allowing, as soon as you get into that state of anger or frustration towards them, you have just given them your energy and you have lowered yourself. You've given them your power when you respond to that in that way, rather than realizing that they don't even understand what they're doing. They're just sitting in that negative energy. It's a self-protective shield, and that is how they protect themselves. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck here, I've got Six of Cups. Six of Cups is always about family to me. It's always about family. So this is about long-term relationships, you know. Yeah. I'm sorry that's happening to you. I do get it though. Yeah, and here's the Judgment here. Yeah, you feel very, very judged by others, by those that are around you. So you feel like you need to defend yourself within that judgment. You don't have to defend yourself to anybody. You are who you are. Be proud of yourself. You don't have to defend. You don't have to tell people why you believe things or why you want to do things. It's just because you can, because that is who you are. You have the right to be you. Okay? And then here we have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is almost ready for harvest. Okay? So this has been happening for a while, but you are really getting to the point here where you are, you know, getting to the end of it where you're like, okay, I've had about enough of this, you know? So allowing yourself to begin to find pleasure within the little things for yourself, listening to your own heart, going within and finding that. Okay? So that is your reading for today, beautiful souls. Thank you for allowing me to bring this reading forward. I feel like it is a form of healing that is happening within the collective right now, within our divine feminine. And whether you're a male or a female, doesn't matter. It's a feminine. It's a divine feminine. We all possess that within us. Okay? So I'm sending you so much love and blessings within your life. Thank you for allowing me to read for you and to tap into the energy today. And until next time, please remember to always let love be your guide.